Hi everyone, my name is Dolapo Akiola Mojola, and this is my introductory video for ENT 635 Entrepreneur Summer Semester 2023. I am in the Masters in Innovation Leadership and Entrepreneur. My focus is innovation leadership. Here I will be talking about my current location and what my plans for the future are. So I moved to my current location is in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I moved here from Rayford, North Carolina, which is about 20 miles away from Fayetteville, in 2020. And I live here with my family, my daughter, my husband, and my son, and my older son, who's currently not at home, but he serves in the U.S. Army, and he is out of station on assignment. So what are my plans? I'm hoping that once I finish my master's and I look forward to moving to Roanoke, Virginia, where we have more opportunities in terms of industries, in technology, in healthcare, and this will give me the opportunity to have access to clients who I can consult for within the area. So, what's the best part of being in innovation leadership at WCU? So one of the most interesting parts for me was the online option and the ease with which the admission process really went through. I was really amazed at how quickly they got it out of the way once I was able to provide all the requirements needed. Also, the innovation leadership at WCU has an amazing learning community. This is the first time I'm experiencing this kind of learning pattern where you actually have a community where you're pulling from, discussion forums, and people who generate, everybody is just sharing their experiences, their professional experience, their personal experiences, and making the learning community, an amazing way to learn skills from others and also learn from other people's experiences. Another thing I like about the innovation leadership at WCU is the engaging and empathy driven teachers. For me, this is really key that you're able to engage with your students. There's a communication where you can engage with your professor, and your professor is able to understand life issues, professional issues, work issues that you have to go through, and they're able to meet you at the middle and support you. So that's really extremely important. I also like the extremely hands-on approach um, that we get to have with all the materials, all the learning resources that are handed out to us. So even though it's an online course, you feel as if you actually put it in that rigor and learning, so that at the end of each course, you pretty much have a grasp of the objectives of learning and some of the concepts that need to be impacted to you as a student. Another aspect that I enjoy is the coaching approach to teaching. So it's not the regular teaching pattern where you're just watching videos and somebody's just teaching you, but rather you're able to, relate with your teachers, and they are actually coaching you on how to go about things, pointing you in the right direction. Another good part of being in the innovation leadership at WCU is the opportunity it gives me for networking beyond the program, because I find there are great people I have met on this program since I started out in August 2022, and it's been an amazing journey. So, who are my support group? First of all, my course colleagues at WCU on the discussion forum. And here I've really formed some amazing virtual friendships and relationships. So all through, they've been, those the discussion forums have opened me up to, some of the shortcomings, some of the ignorance that I have, and also helps me to expand my horizon in terms of, how far you can actually apply some of the concepts that are being taught, and you see it across different genre, across different sectors and industries and walks of life that some of my colleagues have brought on board. So that's really powerful for me. Another support group I have is my professional network. This has really been um, a good way for me to tap into my past professional network and even my current one, because then I'm able to go back and connect with the subject matter experts that I've met along the line in my professional years, in my growth. And these networks have been powerful. So it's really, for me, it has helped me reinforce the value of having the right kind of people, networking, and making sure that you're collaborating with others. One of my biggest support group are my children. Um, I have two of them who are currently at home. The third one, has joined the army, but these two of them really helped me out. Um, I have to be a full-time mother, but sometimes they do understand the fact that, mommy can't be there all the time. I also have to work and all that. But sometimes they are the people who actually help me with my work. So they're really a huge support system for me. And perhaps one of the biggest people who serve as a support to me is my husband. It's a journey moving to the US from Nigeria, and coming as a family has been quite challenging. We've had our ups and downs. It's not been easy. So both of us have had to make sacrifices, and right now I can imagine the sacrifice he has to make sure to ensure that I can stay up late and do my work, and sometimes not being able to really be there the way I'm supposed to because I have to attend to schoolwork and all that. Next, I will be talking about the business I will be focusing on here. And McMonitor Consulting, basically, it's a market research consultancy operating out of Africa, basically based in Nigeria for about a decade. But the business has been working in West and East Africa, and the way it's to provide quality focused custom market research solutions to businesses of all sizes. So we focus on customized solutions based on what the client needs, but basically helping clients gather research information for the market to understand their markets better, and also to find solutions to specific objectives as it aligns with their businesses or brands. Um, and in terms of updates, the update is that this year, for the first time since I started working on expanding the business here, we were able to do our registration, business registration within the US. Uh, and then we got our first client at the beginning of 2023 to do a survey work in Africa and Nigeria, and we're hoping that is like a breaker, and it would open the opportunity for us to do more work, because the whole idea is to be able to break into the US market. um, then another update is that there's a rebranding of our website and our social media handle which is happening right now because we understand the power of social media and the need to actually make sure that we have the kind of quality websites and all that that can cater not just for the Nigerian market but also for the global market since we've decided we want to expand our frontiers beyond Nigeria. Um, so what are our extension plans? One of the extension plans, some of the extension plans we have is to embed artificial intelligence into the data collection processes because artificial intelligence is increasingly becoming one of the biggest competitors, and we need to find a way to walk through that. We also plan to target and focus SMEs, SME education for innovation. This will give us another market. We also plan to set up a mobile co-creation hub that would enable rural consumers to engage in real-time innovation and have access to investment support. We plan to open an investment arm that focuses on helping to buy into available startups that are available for investments at the rural level within Africa as well, because this is a place where there seems to be a growing interest in terms of services. So, what are the emerging trends within the consulting industry in Africa? So, there's a rapidly growing economy as far as African governments continue to see the need for innovation. So, what's happening is Africa is growing and there is a need for local based consultants. So, people who want to go to Africa want to be able to have people who have expertise there. So, this is where the Mark Monitor Consulting as a business comes in. There's also a high penetration of mobile phones, making the rural more accessible. So you have the small and medium enterprises that are needing more focus, that need more focus in order to tap into the opportunities across the sectors at the grassroots. So you also have a lot of investors who want to invest in that in the grassroots level, in the rural level with SMEs, but they're not able to do so because there are very few people catering to understanding the grassroots sector and the rural aspects within Africa. And basically, this is where we're looking to be able to take advantage of those strengths and begin to build solutions around them. So, what do I do to rejuvenate? One of the things I do is to sleep. I like to catch up on sleep because I don't get so much of that. So any opportunity I get, I love to sleep. Another way I love to relax is I enjoy cooking. Cooking is a healthy distraction for me because it's able to help me um, take my brain away from focusing on just reading through books and all of that to just basically just using my brain to be more creative. So I find my creativity comes alive when I cook. I also love to pray. Once I try to find time on a daily basis to meditate and to pray and to study the Word, my Bible. I love to read a lot, so I'm the traditional person where I like to read a book. So I usually pick out a book of interest, aside the Bible, and anytime I make sure I put a book in my bag to make sure that there's always something for me to read, even when I have any free time. So sometimes if I have to go to maybe a salon and I need to wait, I bring out a book and I read. Another thing I do to relax and refresh is to get a full body massage. So I usually have to plan for this so that I can get enough funds to get that works, but it does relax me extremely. So here we are. Thank you for listening. I look forward to your feedback.